You won't believe what went down in this fight.
Come back and I'm injured again, but I hope you guys enjoyed it anyway. Thank you so much.
Doesn't matter who I get put against, the mentality is the same. Go in.
My brother flew all the way over from England, come out early. He literally puts his whole life on hold. Not even got a girlfriend because
Sometimes jealousy makes people say crazy things, and in the world of fighting, words can be just as sharp as punches. This is the story of Dakota Ditcheva, the undefeated MMA star who was accused of cheating, and how she answered those accusations the only way she knows how: inside the cage. Before the fight, one of Dakota's rivals, Sumiko Inaba, known as the Lady Samurai, started spreading rumors. She claimed Dakota wasn't winning fairly.
In the MMA game too long. It was a lot of pressure this week, a lot of new emotions, but I've enjoyed every second and to come out.
Has anybody checked the hand wraps of Dakota? She said. She's been knocking these girls out nearly cold, and nobody has said anything. I'll get justice for all those girls she cheated. Sumiko was confident and loud. She said she was the one who would finally stop Dakota's rise and that she would expose her as fake. But Dakota didn't care about the noise. She had only one focus: her 10th straight victory and another step toward MMA history. In just 3 years as a professional fighter, British-Bulgarian Dakota Ditcheva had already built a perfect record. She had won 9 fights in a row, all by knockout or submission. Her calm, focused fighting style was what made her special. No screaming, no drama, just cold precision. Her opponent, Sumiko Inaba, was the exact opposite. Short, powerful, and wild, Sumiko fought like she was in a street brawl. Her energy was chaotic, her attacks non-stop. Fans loved her for her heart and fearlessness. But she was unpredictable. Before the fight, she tried to intimidate Dakota with her words. "She's going to be surprised when I hit her," Sumiko said. "She hasn't been hit hard before. If I beat the face of PFL, then I will become the face of PFL." The stage was set. The date, July 19th. The place, Cape Town, South Africa. The first major MMA event ever held there. The moment, a battle between calm precision and pure chaos. The two fighters stepped into the cage. When the referee called them to touch gloves, Sumiko refused. That was it. The fight had become personal. The bell rang. Sumiko charged forward immediately, throwing wild punches. But Dakota's timing was perfect. She stayed composed, countering with straight punches to the face and body. Within seconds, Sumiko's head snapped back from a clean left hand. Commentators couldn't believe the difference in skill. Dakota was reading every move. Sumiko tried to push Dakota against the fence, hoping to use her strength up close. But Dakota reversed the position and locked her into a tight Muay Thai clinch, one of her strongest areas. From there, she unleashed knees and elbows, hitting Sumiko with brutal precision. A few seconds later, Sumiko's face was already swelling, but she refused to back down. She kept coming, throwing wild combinations that mostly hit air. Dakota stayed patient. She didn't waste energy chasing a finish. She wanted to break her opponent piece by piece. When the second round started, Dakota looked relaxed, almost playful. Sumiko, though, looked desperate. She rushed again, trying to overwhelm Dakota with pressure, but this time Dakota saw it coming. Sumiko ran straight into a trap. Dakota met her with a knee to the body that made the crowd gasp, followed by a right hand that landed flush on the jaw. Sumiko staggered. She tried to recover, but Dakota didn't stop. Punch after punch, knee after knee. The strikes came from every angle. Still, Sumiko refused to fall. Her toughness, built from years of fighting, kept her standing. The commentators called it Hawaiian heart, taking punishment and fighting back no matter what. Dakota smiled mid-fight. She was enjoying herself. Every move was clean, every counter perfectly timed. She was showing everyone why her nickname, Dangerous, fit her so well. By the final round, Sumiko's face was badly bruised. Dakota had won every exchange, but she wanted a finish, to end the fight her way. Then something unexpected happened. In the middle of a clinch, Dakota threw a left hand and felt a sharp pain shoot up her arm. She looked toward her corner and signaled that she had broken it. She could have stopped, No one would have blamed her. But that's not who Dakota is. She switched stance and started using only her right hand, her knees, and her elbows. She kept pushing forward, still landing clean shots, even with one arm down. Sumiko tried to take advantage, but she was too beaten to capitalize. Dakota controlled the pace, the space, and the energy until the final bell. When the fight ended, the crowd in Cape Town gave both fighters a standing ovation. Everyone knew the result before the judges spoke. The scorecards read 30-27, 30-27, and 30-24, a clear, dominant win for Dakota Ditcheva. Sumiko had given everything she had, but Dakota's technique, timing, and control were too much. After the fight, Dakota didn't celebrate wildly. She stood quietly, holding her injured arm. When the interviewer handed her the mic, she smiled sadly. "I'm just more gutted because I've been out for so long, and then I come back and get injured again. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you." That's who Dakota is. Humble in victory, honest about pain, and focused on what's next. After the fight, even Sumiko had to admit the truth. Dakota was simply the better fighter. The cheating accusation? Forgotten. Sumiko had accused Dakota of using illegal hand wraps. But inside the cage, Dakota proved that her power came not from tricks, but from skill, discipline, and hard work. Fans flooded social media with praise. Commentators called the fight a masterclass in controlled aggression. Dakota had turned an insult into an opportunity to shine even brighter. For Dakota, this fight was more than another win. It was a test of patience, pain, and maturity. She learned that not every fight has to end with a knockout. Sometimes the real victory is showing control, proving you can stay calm when things go wrong, like fighting 3 minutes with a broken arm. She also learned that criticism will always come when you're successful. People will talk, make excuses, and try to pull you down. The only answer is performance, and that's exactly what she gave. After the fight in South Africa, Dakota took time to heal. The PFL quickly offered her a new contract, knowing they had a rising superstar. Fans began wondering who she would fight next. The name everyone mentioned was Liz Carmouche, a multiple-time world champion, a former UFC title contender, and one of the toughest women in MMA. Liz was the reigning PFL world flyweight champion, and a fight between her and Dakota would be massive. For now, Dakota remains undefeated, hungry, and improving. Once her arm fully heals, she'll step back into the cage, ready to take on anyone, anywhere. What makes Dakota Ditcheva special isn't just her skills, it's her mindset. She doesn't lose control. She doesn't get distracted by trash talk. Even when she's injured, she fights smart. She listens to her corner, adjusts her strategy, and keeps her focus. While some fighters rely on emotion, Dakota relies on intelligence and timing. That's what separates a good fighter from a great one. Sumiko Inaba's words may have started as an attack, but in the end, they became part of Dakota's legend. Proof that no matter what people say, truth is revealed when the cage door closes. In fighting, just like in life, lies eventually fall apart. When Sumiko accused Dakota of cheating, she thought it would shake her confidence. Instead, it made Dakota even more determined. She didn't argue. She didn't complain. She simply trained harder, fought smarter, and let her performance speak. And when it was over, everyone saw the truth. Dakota Ditcheva doesn't need tricks to win. She wins because she's that good. With every victory, Dakota moves closer to MMA superstardom. Her undefeated record, her striking precision, and her calm mindset make her one of the most exciting fighters in women's MMA today. From Manchester to Cape Town, from Europe to the global stage, she continues to prove that discipline beats drama, focus beats fear, and silence beats slander. And as long as she keeps fighting, Dakota will always have the last word. Not through interviews or social media posts, but through her fists, her knees, and her relentless will to win. The world of MMA is full of talkers, people who promise chaos, make excuses, or spread rumors. But fighters like Dakota Ditcheva remind us why words don't matter once the cage door closes. Sumiko Inaba came in accusing her of cheating. She left beaten, bruised, and humbled. That's not arrogance. That's karma. Brutal, fair, and unforgettable.